Since everyone is going insane about the Batman movie, I wanted to see what the best voice actor for Batman was. Not live action. This is all animated movies, TV shows, shorts, whatever. I took a bunch of them, about 30 Batman voice actors, and I'm going to tier them how good they are. And I'm telling you right now, I added some dumb ass fucking voice actors. Stupid little cameos. And so there's definitely going to be some terrible ones, which I added a terrible tier, and the godlike tier, which I only think about probably 2 Batmen are about to go there, and we already know which one of them is. The way it'll work is I will play a clip of that voice actor, then we'll go to the tier list and we'll chart wherever we need them. So we'll give it a good glimpse of what they sound like before, and we're only going off of how they sound. So if the movie is really fucking bad, like, we're not going to go off of how the movie was. We're going to see how the sound of the actor was. And of course, before we start, if you are not subbed to my channel or have liked the video yet, please do. This video took way too long to make. Appreciate if you would take a second to subscribe and or like the video. Let's get into it. So let's start off first with Will Arnett.
I don't talk about feelings, Alfred. I don't have any. I've never seen one. I'm a night-stalking, crime-fighting vigilante. I don't feel anything emotionally except for rage. 24/7, 365, at 1,000,000%.
Okay, so that is Will Arnett. He's down here. He did the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie. I love it. I'm putting him in S because I think he took a Christian Bale-esque kind of voice and just made it his own throughout the whole entire movie. And I thought I was going to get annoyed to it by the end of the movie, but I just didn't. I think he did a great job at Lego Batman. We're going to make these quick, so we get through all 30 of them, by the way. Not going to have a 30-minute video. Next, we have Kevin Conroy. I'm just going to hit play.
Passing judgment like gods. With our superpowered army and our orbiting death ray, Cadmus is right to be scared. The human race wouldn't stand a chance.
I'm sorry. If you didn't see this coming, you're just dumb. I can't. Where is he? Kevin Conroy, godlike. He is the person that you think of when you think of Batman. Like, I don't even think of any live action Batmans at all. First Batman I think of is fucking Kevin Conroy. He was my childhood Batman, and he's forever gonna be Batman for me. And he's been doing work since like the early 2000s. He's still voicing him to this day. This new game coming out like in a couple months, he's gonna be voicing Batman. It's fantastic. Next up, we're gonna have Gary Owens from the new Batman Adventures. Let's go.
Stealing laughter. The comedy is finished. Call the police so they can round up these clowns. Well done, old chum. You don't get it.
Okay, so obviously that was definitely an older one, 1997. But I'm not gonna lie, Kevin Conroy was not that far away from when this guy like voiced him. I'm gonna have to give him a hard opinion. I don't think he did terrible. He's definitely a B tier Batman though. He's definitely a B tier. I didn't feel like I was really hearing Batman when I saw him. The strike of danger that really like Kevin Conroy or Will Arnett gives when they give off their voice. So he's gonna be in B. Next up is Michael Ironside from again the new Batman Adventures. Let's go.
Isn't a trash heap. It's an operating table. And I'm a surgeon.
Michael Ironside, I didn't feel anything. I'm gonna actually have to put him in terrible. He didn't give me anything I wanted. He had like a deeper voice, but the deeper voice doesn't cover up how I just didn't get anything from his voice. I'm gonna have to put him in terrible. Next up, we're gonna have Rhino Romano. Sorry if I pronounced anybody's name wrong, by the way, throughout this whole entire video. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
You're sick. You need help. Sorry, Vic, but I'm done taking credit for your handiwork. We both know you put yourself on ice. I'm here to bring on the thaw.
I didn't hate it. I honestly didn't hate it. B or A? B or A? I don't know. I'm gonna stick him in B for now. He could be an A. I'm gonna stick him in B for now. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll change it. Next up, we have Dietrich Bader from the Batman Brave and the Bold.
The outsider's gonna destroy before it's over. Judging from the position of these stars, I'd say that wormhole has brought us to somewhere on the backside of the Milky Way.
Dietrich Bader, I'm gonna have to go to the front S, honestly, above Will Arnett. He gives this comic book feel to Batman that I really, really love. Like, when I hear his voice, I felt like I'm like taken straight into a comic book, just the way he acts, feels, and talks with the voice. He's honestly one of my favorites. I just got done rewatching Batman Brave and the Bold for a review, which will be coming out soon, but he just feels so comic book accurate to me that I just can't stand not putting him in S tier. Honestly, he's like up here for me, but I'm definitely gonna keep him down S for now. See what happens. Michael Dobson. Let's see, what do you got?
This city could do things to people. Change them. I've seen it happen too many times.
Okay, so Michael Dobson, it showed that he was trying to do like a black and white Batman, so it's definitely seems like a little older. He's trying to like get super old, kind of like Spider-Man Noir-esque. I didn't hate it. I honestly didn't hate it. I feel like what he was reaching for, what he was going for, kind of worked. It wasn't the best, could have been better, but honestly, I think he kind of reached what he wanted to go for. I'm put him an A, to be honest with you. I think what he was going for is what he got, so I can't complain. We have Jeremy Sisto.
Not sure what you are or where you come from, but my instincts tell me you're to be trusted. Make no mistake, though. I have a $70,000 sliver of radioactive meteor to stop the one from Metropolis. With you, all I need is a penny for a book of matches.
I didn't hate Jeremy Sisto. I really didn't hate it. I don't think it was horrible. It definitely seemed a little too emo, but it sounded well enough to be, I felt a little bit off-put by his voice acting. Like, if I was in front of him, looking straight at him, I'll be a little scared. So I'm going to put him in A. Next up, we got Benjamin McKenzie from Batman Year One.
Ladies, gentlemen, you've eaten well. You've eaten Gotham's wealth, its spirit. But your feast is nearly over. From this moment on, none of you are safe.
Benjamin McKenzie did not hit. I was not a fan of that at all. I feel like he didn't even try to sound like Batman. There was no effort. I'm going to put him in B. We got William Baldwin.
We've got too much on our plate right here. We haven't even finished constructing our new headquarters. That's right. Our Earth. We don't have enough manpower to even do that properly.
Baldwin straight up just sounded like Bruce Wayne in a Batman costume. Like, I didn't even see Batman in this man. Definitely better than Ben over here, but I think Billy's not doing great either. Next up, Darren Norris.
Construction vehicles have shut down. As of now, the hall is almost finished. Wayne Enterprises has gone all out.
Definitely had a deeper voice than these two. Well, not this guy, but a better, deeper voice. Still not great. I still think he's a B. I think he's a B. I think he's like a front of B, but it's still a B. Young Justice Bruce Greenwood.
Investigated. All 52 levels. End results aside, we are not happy. You hacked Justice League systems, disobeyed direct orders, and endangered lives. You will not be doing this again.
If you didn't notice by that smirk already, Bruce Greenwood is a great voice actor for Batman. I think he's probably better than Will Arnett, honestly. He definitely stayed more of the Kevin Conroy, like, kind of esque, like, just trying to stay in that same-ish voice, which is not bad. I'll tell you that right now, it is not bad at all to do that, and it just felt great. I love his voice. When you hear Batman, you want to strike a fear. You want to be scared of this guy who's talking to you, and I feel that with Greenwood. Peter Well from The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2.
This isn't a mud hole. It's an operating table. And I'm the surgeon.
Peter Weller, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think he's an A. I think he's an A. He's not in the S tier of really, really just hitting the point, but I could feel him in the voice of Weller. I think Weller did a fantastic job. There was that strike of fear, which I'm looking for. Definitely a little older. It feels like an older Batman, but it still felt like Batman, which is really what's all important. Kirk Thornton from the DC Nation, Batman of Shanghai.
Hand over the scroll, Bane.
Here, Kirk, you gave me one line. That video did not do my boy Kirk justice, but it didn't sound horrible for what I heard. I just didn't hear much of it. Like, I didn't hear it. I'm gonna put him in B. I think he could be a pretty good Batman. I just didn't hear enough. Kevin Richardson, which I'm not gonna have bias here because he did voice Cleveland Jr., which I do like Cleveland show a lot, and I do like him as voice actor. So I'm not gonna be biased here, but I'll let him go.
Case Bat Files, Plastic Man, also known as the ones that got away. Eel O'Brien, the best safecracker in Gotham's criminal history.
Kevin Richardson, oh, I love your voice. I'm gonna put him in A. For Batman, that is unexpected from Kevin Richardson. I did not think of him as being a Batman voice actor, but he did a pretty damn well job. It was a short about Plastic Man, which is one of my favorite DC heroes of all time. I think I want to see more of Kevin in that Batman role. I could see him doing some wonders. Kevin Rivera, I definitely pronounced that wrong. Let's see what he got.
Warehouses, stolen high-tech electronics worth millions. I have no interest in hurting you. I understand what it's like to fight your true nature, and you're going to lose that fight if you don't get help.
Anthony, that was unexpected, Anthony. That was a fucking good Batman. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have not heard this man voice Batman before, but I'm gonna put him in S tier. Like, I think he really owned that. I hear Anthony's Batman. I'm convinced his parents got shot easily. I think I want to see more of this man. I'm thankful I know he existed now. Give me more of him. Jason O'Mara. What do you got?
Somewhat alike. We're fighting alongside an alien, an Amazon, a human lightning bolt, a cyborg, and a speedster. Far as I can tell, Hal, You and I are the only normal people here.
Jason O'Mara. I can't say I was a huge fan. I don't think he's S tier, but at the same time, I don't think he's bad. Don't really think he did a bad job. It honestly just didn't hit for me. I'm gonna put him in A. I'm put him in A. Mid A. These aren't really ordered, but I'm just gonna throw them around. I think he's gonna be an A. I have mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. Mark Gillard, I think his name is. Let's see what he got.
Training, Robin. Be on the lookout and follow my lead.
That
may be, Robin. But with the clown prince of crime still at large, no one in Gotham City is safe.
My boy motherfucking Mark. Again, he's another surprise. Like him and Anthony. Mark here, he fucking surprised me. I'm gonna put him S tier too. I'm thoroughly surprised by his performance. I have never heard him before. Again, for being in like a smaller TV show, it seems like he's pretty goddamn good. He's at the back of there, but goddamn, I want to see more of him too. Ron Perlman, here we go.
Just to distract us. I've accessed the security footage, but that one got away with the goods. A DNA sample, and that meteorite that landed in Utah last month.
Ron Perlman is also another part of my childhood. Justice League Heroes, and that's one of my favorite games of all time. So extreme bias. Like I'm telling you right now, it's extremely biased. S tier. Like he's S tier. I'm putting him right in this like the third place right now. This right here I would say is definitely ordered S tier. Ron Perlman did a fantastic job. He did voice Slade in the Teen Titans animated series, so you might see a hint of Slade in the voice. I see through it. I fucking love Ron Perlman as Batman. Dave Gazana is how you pronounce his name. Let us see.
It is Wonder Woman. It isn't human. I believe Flash and this scorpion creature switched places through some kind of teleportation event.
Dave, I'm sorry, you're in terrible. That, nothing against you as a person, but that was fucking horrendous. I hated that so much, and that's all I had to say. I don't want to keep dogging on him. I was just sitting here looking at the tier list and looking at everything, and Bader, I'm putting him in God. Like, I don't fucking say anything. Kevin Conroy still is the GOAT, the best absolute. But the way that Bader just put his take on the character feels so different, but also great at the same time. Again, that comic book accurate voice. It feels like he's ripped straight from the page. That's how I feel his voice is, and I just can't hold it back. I gotta put him in godlike. I really have to. I'm sorry. Sean Schemmel from The Dark Knight Rises, the mobile game, so this might be interesting.
Manor for the Harvey Dent event. Dressed as a maid. You dusted for fingerprints in the Wayne Manor study. Why?
I have mixed feelings. He's like here for me, like BA. I'm gonna put him in B. I didn't hate it. The voice he was going for, he went for it. He definitely went for it. It didn't land fully. A little bit came through of Batman, a little, but just not enough. Just not enough to be really that great. Roger Craig Smith from the Batman Arkham Origins game.
Killed Black Mask, but this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight. The only answers I have raise more questions. Who is the Joker? Was he the killer here? Or is he one of the assassins?
I see what you're putting down. Again, I don't think Richard did that bad of a job. I don't think he's definitely an S tier with these godlike human beings. I'm putting him in A. I'm putting him in front of Kevin. These aren't ordered, of course, but I'm trying to. Roger didn't do a horrible job. I didn't feel that deeper. I want a deeper voice for my Batman, but he felt the vibe of Batman, which I like. Vibe was there, the voice not so much. So I have to put him A because he got half the thing done, and he can't really change his vocal cords, so he can't help much after that. We have Troy Baker, which is quite interesting because I think Troy Baker does fantastic on other roles like the Joker as Batman. I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know.
Cobblepot. What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? The enemies we're facing. The things I'll have to do, Gotham might not want to see.
Okay, Troy, I see you. Troy, I see you. Unexpected. I thoroughly enjoyed Troy as Batman. Usually, he's definitely on the happier, funnier side. I fucking liked him in Batman. I'm gonna put him on the top of A. He could be S if he did a little more and worked on it. I think A is a respectful spot for the boy Troy Baker. An unexpected thing, the him voice Batman instead of other characters, but I did not hate that. Okay, so these last few people we have at the very bottom are some of the few I picked out. They might have been from some random video game or clip on YouTube, and then they also might be some hidden gems at the very last-ish of it. I'm going to show you a clip from a certain YouTube video that I grabbed. We're going to rank them real quick. This next fellow is going to be Julian Fletcher.
Scarface and the ventriloquist. Another turf war. Understood. I'm on it.
Julian Fletcher, not too shabby. It definitely was not too bad, but the problem with me is the voice, not the most greatest of all time. The feel felt like a 75%. He didn't really give it his all for the feel. So for that reasoning, I'm going to put him in the front of B, but could possibly be in A. Anson Mount from the Injustice movie.
That is your right.
No. You're better than that. You have to be, or the consequences could be fatal. We're not executioners.
Not too bad for Anson. I felt the fear factor. That was what was most vividly shown in his performance with Batman, is that fear factor was 1000%. When you looked at that man in the eyes and you heard what he said, you were fucking scared shitless. You shit your pants, which I think is a very, very important part. And I think it probably is the most important part about being Batman. For that factor alone, I'm gonna put him in A. And also the voice, of course, being a deeper voice, obviously needed to be Batman. And overall, I think he did a pretty solid ass job. Next up, we got Keith Ferguson. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's from DC Superhero Girls. Give my boy fucking Keith some award for this shit. He is the godlike. He's better than Conroy. No, he's terrible. They didn't really give him much to work with anyway. I can't really blame the guy for not doing the Grez, because they gave us like a that's all they gave it to him. So yeah, terrible. Chris Escalante.
Time to put an end to this. Time to put an end to this.
I get another one. Chris was not given shit at all to go off of. So I'm going to put my boy Chris in B though. Honestly, from that little snippet we got from Chris, it didn't sound that bad. And if they gave him a chance, I could see my boy Chris doing some work on that Batman voice. We got Jensen Ackles.
Mine's here. So it's a coin flip. The city is fallen, Alfred. Then we must endeavor.
Compared with Jensen with all the other folks we have on the tier list already, I was a little bit disappointed. I'm gonna put him in B. I didn't get the feel of the A's or nowhere close to the S's. I didn't feel like it was 100% on that Batman voice. So we're gonna leave with that. Next up, we have Keanu Reeves as fucking Batman in this DC League of Super Pets. Let's see what we get.
I'm not really great with animals. As a child, my family was taken from me, so I steal myself.
No joke at all. Keanu Reeves didn't do that horrible of a job compared to what I really thought he was gonna do on this role, being just obviously a cash grab for Keanu Reeves' name on Batman. And I'm happy to say I'm gonna put him in B. Decently high in B. He's not too damn fucking bad at this role. And if he actually really tried to be Batman, he could give an A performance. I think it could be possibly there. But on our last candidate here, and last but not least, David Guntoli, I think his last name is. What do you got, bud?
It's a way to keep my lives separate. I can't think of the last time we saw each other.
Good old Dave was not impressed any little bit, and he did not sound great at all. We're gonna stick him in terrible. No, he's gonna be in B. He's like back a B. He didn't do great, but he's definitely not a terrible tier. David gave his best at it, and hopefully he can improve. Our final tier list, what it looks like. That being said, we have gone over every single Batman voice actor that I can think of. I want to know what your opinion is in the comments. Did you like my order? Would you place some others in different tiers? And I hope you did enjoy this video. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and make sure to put your notification bell on for when I post videos. I'm trying to post videos every week. We'll see how that goes.